Yo, Ren in the chat here. Ren in the mother frickin' chat. If you didn't notice by now, I didn't say Ren here. Because Ren in the chat is gonna be a different series I'm starting. It's where I get to just talk about what's new, talk about what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, or any topics I feel strongly about where you can just put on while you're playing games, you're cleaning, doing the dishes, whatever the case may be. You're on a drive and you just want to hear a yap session from me. That's what this series is gonna be about, and it's also just a way for me to connect to YouTube, the community, or whether that be, or for myself where I can just talk and because I don't talk much. I'm not a yapper. Occasionally I am, but it's just somewhere I can talk and connect. Okay, so let me just introduce myself to the newcomers, the new people that are seeing this. I go by RENRWM. My homies be saying RENRWM, but it's whatever. I don't care. The RWM originally started from something else. It started from me and my cousin. We used to. That was our gamer tag, like our clan tag. It stood for Rice Waffle Magma. Because my first username was Rice Waffle, and his name was Magma Shadow. We made this when we were like, I don't know, 7, bro, 10 maybe. So that's what we went by, and we came up with RWM because we just put our names together. And I changed it though. To make this YouTube channel, I changed it, and it means something else. It means something more. Not that the original RWM doesn't mean anything, but it's just for me and the channel that helps me like improve. RWM now means reignite with momentum, and it just really inspires me to just do more. I'm someone who's very driven. I feel like I have a lot of fire in me, and I just want to go. And if I ever stop, if I stop moving, I feel like I'm just gonna explode. So reignite with momentum is just like, sometimes that fire gets put out, but you need to reignite and just blast out. You need to just go running, you know what I'm saying? Keep that momentum. So that's what RWM means to me today. And let's just jump into a little bit about me. So by now I go by Ren. It's not my real name. Eventually y'all hear my real name if I'm doing duos with my friends or cousin or not. I just don't really care. I don't really know why I don't use my normal name. I don't know, it just seems Ren is just a name that's just like super, like, it just rolls off better, I feel like. My name does start with an R. I go by RJ. Typical Filipino name, what I'm saying? That's my nickname. But I just went with Ren because I don't know, it's just cool. Like, Ren's a cool name. And let's get into, start off with some related topics. Games that got me into gaming as a child. You probably know by now. If not, I'm a huge Zelda fan. The first Zelda game I ever played was Ocarina of Time on the Nintendo 64. We had all kinds of consoles growing up, so Zelda changed the game for me. You know what I'm saying? It changed the game for me. We were always on that Mario Kart and whatnot, but Zelda, it brought something. The music, the atmosphere was beautiful. I was like 5, bro. Like, I didn't even know how to read when I was playing Zelda. I was young. I was very young, so I would always just watch my brother play it, and I'd only get to a point without reading, because you can just explore games sometimes and just not even know what's going on. So, but until then, I just I had to wait till I was able to read and finally play it, and that game changed my life, man. Like, I got all kinds of Zelda stuff and whatnot, and then as time went on, we got an Xbox. The first Xbox, I don't even know, is it just called Xbox? And of course, we played Halo. Yeah, right now I'm a PS5 player, or a PlayStation, but not sadly, but I was an Xbox player first before PlayStation. I mean, we had both eventually, the PS5 and PS1. But anyway, Halo was probably my first person shooter. What is it, CE? Just played that with my brother. That shit was fire. Great times, man. Me and my brother would just always play games. That's all we do, bro. Play games. And then what else? What else we got? I think those were the real big two that really got me into gaming. And then when we switched to PlayStation, of course we had to be on that Dragon Ball Z, Tenkaichi, Budokai, all of it, bro. That's where when my gaming competitive kind of kicked in. Like, I didn't really care about, you know, like Halo or whatnot. Like, it was cool. It was chill, fighting aliens and stuff. But I think my big brother, shout out to my big brother, he introduced me to that because he put me, bro, you know, your big bro puts you on everything. So he had to put me on Dragon Ball, had to put me on the game. So I'm like 6, bro, playing games with my brother. My older brother's almost like 10. He's like almost 10 years older than me. So he's playing games with me. I'm like 5, 6, bro. We are going ham on those PS1 controllers. You know, when you gotta rotate the stick, you have to rotate it to like fight the mashes out. Because when you clash, you have to rotate the stick. So we would tear up those controllers. And out of my whole time I've played against him on that game, I've only beaten him once, bro. Only once. But since then, Sparking Zero came out, you know, and I had to get my get back after all these years. After how many years? 17? After 17 years, I had to get my get back. So, my brother used to live in Vegas, so I flew over there because I visit a lot. And I just had to whoop, bro. No matches lost, bro. I had to whoop him and my little brother. It was fire. It was so fire and nostalgic to get that feeling back because I still knew how to play. Even though these are 2 different games from 17 years difference, they still have the same kind of combo feel to it, and it was fire. It was just, I embedded that combos into my brain. It was just the best feeling. Too bad Sparking Zero fell off though. That's a real shame that game fell off. Oh man. Okay, let's move into my music genre. You know, get to know what kind of vibe I got, you know. Of course, I'm on that hip hop. Y'all hear me freestyling all the time. It's just something me and my homies done always throughout middle school, high school. Even when there's a song playing in the club, we're not listening to the song, bro. We're freestyling over the beat. It's just something we do. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know, it's a good filler. It's fire. And then sometimes I gotta change it up. Sometimes I don't want to get hyped, so I listen to some R&B, of course. You know, in the Brents, the SZAs, the Summer Walkers. Who else we got in there? I don't know. I can't name them off the top. You know, you gotta come back with the old school classics like Usher, Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? That Candy Rain, Keisha Cole. You know what I'm saying? And rock, dude. I mess with rock, and like I said, my brother put me on. He put me on. My dad used to listen to rock. He listened to that dad music though, like Nickelback and stuff. Still fire though. You know, I dabble in the rock. I made a couple rock songs actually. You know what I'm saying? It's fire. And now we got the introduction out the way. Now you know a little bit about me. We can dive into some new topics, some of the topics. So, first topic I'm gonna go over is like why and how I got started on this. You know, like I said, I'm not somebody who talks a lot. Maybe it's seen differently on YouTube, of course, because I have to talk. I'm making YouTube videos. Originally, I'm very quiet. You know, I just keep to myself. You know, I throw a few jokes in there if it's perfect timed. You know, but I play a lot of video games, and it's like I've watched many YouTubers play video games, and what energy they bring, whether that be hype, you know, really chill and just locked in. Like, growing up, I didn't like PewDiePie at first. I did not like PewDiePie. I know that's a crazy hot take because he was prime back then. But I don't know. I just didn't like him. I think he was too loud. Like I said, I'm very quiet. He was just too loud for me. Or just very obnoxious. And then, you know, I forgot. I was like, damn, I'll give him a chance, and I watched one of his it must have been is that question thing he does. I forgot. He did like a Q&A thing he did like weekly, and it was funny. It wasn't even a gaming video. It was funny. And then from then on, I watched his Last of Us playthrough. Oh my god. And then I was hooked. I was a huge fan from him from then. You know, I watched the Minecraft players like the OG Beijing Canadian and ASF Jerome. Those guys were fire. And then I got into Call of Duty. Okay, I'm kind of pandering off here. Call of Duty players So Close to Toast. And then now I watch like gamers like Corey Kenshin, Berlise, you know, Joe Aiko, Physical Gamers, and Nairo MK, who's a Smash player. And I see all these guys. Doing big things. And not even just doing big things. They have, you know, personality. They're not just like, no slander, but like how the Minecraft players are today, where they're like, oh my god, look at this. This is a huge blah blah blah. Or, you know, it's just so like clickbaity and flip farmy, you know? So seeing all these cool guys just be able to really like perform and be themselves at the same time, really like it spoke to me, where it's like I play a lot of games, you know, I think I have you know, that the same energy where we can crack jokes and whatnot when I'm with my homeboys and stuff. So it's like, bro, you know, I'm like, we could do this, you know what I'm saying? We could do this. It's just what we do on a daily basis. We crack jokes, we play games. So I was like, if I'm gonna play games this much with my time, I might as well just put it out there, right? And at first, it was nerve-wracking, bro. It was nerve-wracking because, like I said, eyes on me, bro, is like the thought of it is just like, dude, I'm not trying to do too much, or like I'm not trying to have people like be looking or see what I'm doing. But at the same time, it's like, who cares? It's who cares, because I enjoy it. So I had to get that through my head first, where it's like, it's not me talking to a bunch of people. It's just me doing my own thing at the end of the day, right? So I started this YouTube channel about like 2 years ago. I started off with, you know, I played a lot of Overwatch during 2 years ago before it like actually fell off. So I was playing a lot of Overwatch and Smash. I was playing Smash like really locked in. Like I wanted to get good. So those were my first videos, was Overwatch and Smash. And then not too later after, bro, I retired both of them because Smash here, I live in a really small town. So Smash here was just, you know, me and my cousin would try to find opponents. My cousin Aaron, and we would just kind of wash them, you know what I'm saying? You know, we had friends of friends going like, yo, actually, bro, my friend plays this, he's really good, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we're like, I bet, you know, we're hype. And we would just go over and go like, all right, let's see. And then it's like just a bit above average, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of killed my fire, where it's like, there's no competition. No one really wants to play with us anymore because, you know, they get frustrated and they just don't want to play. So I quit that. I regret it a little bit because I miss playing Smash and I miss being really good, but it's still fun. I still play it to this day. But Overwatch, that game just died, bro. That game, it killed itself. And I was just, dude, I don't like team games originally anyway. So that's when I transitioned, bro. That's when I transitioned to the horror game. That's when I transitioned to the scary games and just more calm gaming. Because, you know, competitive, it stresses you out a little bit, you know. You just want to be better and better and better. So that's when I transitioned, which is, you know, I feel a lot better with that. That's cool. But, you know, I still dabble with Smash, so it kind of evens out. What I wanted to say is, like, starting it, I was afraid, and I just want to let y'all know, just don't wait, bro. If you like doing something, don't wait for a moment, or like, oh, I gotta wait till this game drops and then I'll do it. Or, oh, I'll do this after I get this. Or, you know, let me buy a better setup. Let me buy this. Nah, you could just do it, bro. Don't be afraid to start or wait for a moment, because I've had so much fun already doing this, and it's something I look forward to now. And it definitely helped me a lot with my social skills. If you don't know or realize by now, I stutter a lot. I need a lot of filler words. That's why I say a lot of bad words, because it helps me fill my brain. Rather than pausing, I say like the F word to fill, you know, and I say a lot. But making vids has really helped that a lot with my social skills, and I can talk to people, and I freestyle better when it comes to having conversations, even in like things are really mundane, you know, which is, I can see the jokes are coming better. It's more smoother, more quick with it, because I don't go outside, bro. Like, yeah, I'll go to the gym and, you know, go to the store if I need something, but other than that, you know, I go to the club, like, barely, you know what I'm saying, unless, you know, there's an event, someone wants me to go out, you know, I'll pop out with the boys or something. So other than that, I stopped going outside. I stopped interacting with a lot of people, because, you know, life gets to you, you know, you focus on your job, you know, but YouTube now is like a huge passion of mine. Like, I enjoy making stuff. I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy, like, you know, putting myself out there and expressing myself, because I don't do that enough, you know, like, I don't. Like I said, it's my own business. Just don't mess with me and I won't mess with you. It's all good, you know. Oh, this is a place where I can crack jokes, you know what I'm saying, be myself, share my gaming experience and my opinions on the games I'm playing, which is awesome, you know. And it's taught me a lot about scheduling, you know, and it sets a standard for myself where it's like, there's only 8 hours in a day, and you can do so much in those 8 hours. Because like I said, you need to spend your time doing something, right? Like, if I'm not improving, then what am I doing, right? If I'm not doing something for myself and doing this, it hits it all. I practice social skills. I'm enjoying the game I'm playing, and it helps with my scheduling, you know, like, it helps me build a schedule and the standard that I want to be for myself. Whereas putting out artwork, you know what I'm saying, this is an art. I'm putting out my artwork, you know, it's great. Like, all of it is it's just fun. It's just do what you love, you know what I'm saying, do what you love, find your passion, and just, if you can possibly profit off your hobby, do it, man. Even if you don't profit, just do it, you know. I'm gonna keep it short today as a, you know, pilot episode, but the topic I'm gonna close it off is what I'm looking forward to this channel, you know. I'm looking forward to see everybody come together, you know. Let me know what I can improve on, whether that be editing, or maybe I'm doing too much. But at the same time, it's like, not that. Don't tell me I'm doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be the way I am, but you know, what I can improve on, like videos, or what do you guys want to see? And I'm really excited to see the community we build together, you know, because like I said, I don't socialize that much. I don't anymore, you know. I don't socialize anymore. I kind of put that behind me as I focused on life, you know. But life is too short not to socialize, right? You know what I'm saying? Life is too short not to make connections. So that's the community I want to build, is where everybody can be here and crack jokes, you know what I'm saying, and uplift each other, you know. Keep that fire together, you know what I'm saying. Make a big blazing fire where we pursue things we want to do. And I just want to motivate everybody every day, or at least inspire somebody that they can be themselves, even if they're quiet, even if they're shy, you know what I'm saying? Because someone's gonna enjoy that out there. Someone's gonna enjoy your energy out there. And don't be afraid. And if you are, do it afraid. Yes, it's gonna be awkward, you know what I'm saying? Yes, it's gonna be weird and strange, but it's just you and you, bro, at the end of the day, and people will like you, you know? There's someone out there that will like you. and that's where community forms, you know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be it for Ren in the chat, you know what I'm saying? I want to see y'all in the chat too, so let me know what y'all think about this cool little quick talks, and I'll catch y'all in the next. I'm out.